Welcome. This module is called Create Price Uncertainty. Most salespeople accept pricing pressure as a natural condition of today's selling environment. Your prospects and customers know that good alternatives to your products or services are available and use that knowledge to demand discounts well before you get to the end of your sales cycle. It can seem like your only choice is to concede on price and hope you can close a deal. A win-loss analysis that a large premium-price technology firm conducted, however, provides some clues on how to deal with price pressure. What do you think researchers found was the number one criterion for lost business? Enter your answer, then tap Submit. If you entered price, you're correct. However, when the researchers then looked at the number one criterion for wins, they unexpectedly discovered it was also price. How could price be the answer in both cases? For customers in the loss analysis, the tech firm found they had addressed 2 to 3 customer needs during the sales process. However, for customers in the win analysis, they found they had addressed 4 to 6 customer needs during the sales process. The real difference between the deals they won and the deals they lost wasn't pricing. It was the perceived value created by addressing more customer needs. Tap Next to discover how you can use what was learned from the win-loss study on your deals. What that win-loss study showed is that you're not in a pricing war with your competition, even though it often feels that way. Instead, you need to recognize you're in a value war. One of the ways you can impact the perceived value of your solutions is by increasing the number of customer needs you address. How do you find more needs than your competition, particularly when your competition offers similar capabilities to yours? Most salespeople's intuition leads them to believe that the answer is to ask more and better discovery questions. And they assume the role of becoming the world's best recording device, dutifully taking notes, replaying needs back to the customer, then matching those needs to their product or service capabilities. You might be thinking, why is that a problem? Here's why. Think of your customer conversations as having 2 dimensions: your capabilities and your customer's needs. When you build your story around your customer's identified needs and the specified capabilities they've asked you to provide, you're stepping into a commodity conversation. Why is that? Because your competition's doing the same thing. They're using the same discovery questions to determine the same needs the customer has already identified. Then, they're taking the customer's identified needs and mapping those needs to their specific capabilities. Tap Next to continue. Because the competition is so strong in most markets, the message they come up with is often indistinguishable from your message. When you sound the same as your competitors, the only meaningful difference your customers will see is price. Now they have you right where they want you. In your desire to serve your customer and show them you're a good listener, you made it easy for them to beat you up on price. At this point, some salespeople conclude it's a budget issue, but it's not. The issue is your buyer's alternatives. Your customer is certain how to think about the pricing they see. They know how to compare you to your competition. You and your competitors satisfy the same needs with essentially the same capabilities. The only thing they need to do is apply price pressure. That certainty they feel around pricing is deadly for your margins, and it's deadly for your persuasiveness. You need to attack that certainty and create price uncertainty. If you're operating in the red box, your customer will feel certainty that you and your competition are roughly the same. They'll just keep pounding you and your competition for the best price. At this point, many sellers try to fix the situation by introducing extra capabilities, your unknown strengths, or areas of differentiation. However, when you think your customer is hearing value add, what they're really hearing is cost and complexity. They say to themselves, that's why they cost so much. They give us extra stuff we don't need. They also see additional complexity, which introduces potential failure points. You haven't defeated their certainty around how you compare to your competition. You've reinforced it. They now come back to you and say, "We don't need that extra stuff. Take that out of the deal and come back with a better offer." Fortunately, there's a better way to introduce uncertainty in your customer's mind. A better way to help them see that they can't simply substitute your offering with your competitor's offering. You need to attack that certainty they feel before you can change their perception of your value and what they should have to pay for that value. The clue for how far to do that can be traced back to the win-loss study that was shared earlier in this module. The customer saw more value in the deals that were won because they saw additional needs being met, not simply more features being added. How do you get your customers to recognize additional needs that they haven't already shared with your competition? By introducing unconsidered needs your customer hadn't thought of and didn't expect. And you need to get them to see that these needs must be addressed for them to meet their goals. By introducing unconsidered needs, problems or challenges your customers are unaware of or have underestimated, you challenge their thinking. This creates uncertainty, making them less sure of what they need or what it should cost. This price uncertainty gives you the opportunity to capture more value. By linking unconsidered needs to your unconsidered capabilities, you can drive customers to expand the conversation and consider new alternatives. Tap next to step through how you can start using unconsidered needs to become the better alternative and create more value in your negotiations. One of the most effective ways to find your customers' unconsidered needs is by reverse engineering what your solution solves for. To do so, first list your unknown strengths or underappreciated capabilities. Next, map those capabilities to customer problems these capabilities can solve for. When planning the unconsidered capabilities, you want to highlight, focus on areas where you provide unique value and are uniquely qualified. Tap next to discover the different types of unconsidered needs you can introduce. Here are 3 types of unconsidered needs you can begin to use in your negotiations. Tap each type to learn more. Undervalued needs are needs that your customers don't fully appreciate. They're coming faster or will have greater impact than they recognize. Unmet needs are needs your customers don't realize they have because they've hidden them with workarounds or other strategies that mask the real problem. Or, if they do know there's an issue, they presume it's simply an annoyance that can't be fixed because they're unaware that a solution exists. Unknown needs are hidden problems that customers don't even see as a problem until you highlight it for them. These can be longer-range issues that you need to make known and part of the life cycle of the prospect's purchase decision. Think about the current deals in your portfolio. Select a deal where you could introduce an unconsidered need to create price uncertainty in your customer's mind. Plan 3 unconsidered capabilities that you want to link to this deal and enter them in the unconsidered capabilities column. Select capabilities that are unique or advantaged to your solution. Next, map each unconsidered capability to an unconsidered need. To recap, when your customers believe they have good alternatives to your offering, they'll put enormous pressure on you to reduce your price. That's because they feel great certainty around what your price should be. The only way to combat that price pressure is to attack their certainty. You do that by introducing unconsidered needs. Mapping your unconsidered capabilities to those unconsidered needs builds competitive differentiation.